Good morning, children. So previously we completed a concept, that is what is the concept we completed? Determining the unknown value which is present in quadratic equation if one of its root has given. And in that another type of problem also we completed. If one of root is given, we need to find out the value of k, and also we need to find out another root of that quadratic equation. Okay. So now fourth sub concept in the quadratic equations. First concept, quadratic equations. In that, this is the fourth concept, formulation of quadratic equations, and it is important concept in examination point of view for 1 mark or 2 mark. Formulation of quadratic equation. That means here the problem is given in words. We need to convert into the quadratic equation. We need to convert into the quadratic equation. So see this side. Example problem. Here example 1 is the product of two consecutive positive integers is 240. Formulate the quadratic equation whose roots are these integers. So product of two consecutive positive integers. So first, what are those two consecutive positive integers? And already we knew that consecutive means side by side. For example, if we take number 1, the consecutive number for 1 is 2. The consecutive number for 3 is 4. The consecutive number for 4 is 5. So like that, here two consecutive positive integers, when we multiply, the result is 240 as per the question which is given. Okay. So first, what are those two positive integers? We don't know. So what we have to do? We have to assume. We have to assume that let the two consecutive positive integers becomes what? Let the first integer be. Let the first integer is equal to x. Am I right? We don't know. So that is, we have to assume that let the first positive integer is equal to x, say. Then the second positive integer is equal to what? It becomes successive. That means what? We have to add 1 to this x. It becomes x plus 1. So the first positive integer is x, then its successive number, its consecutive number is x plus 1. So now when you observe exactly what he asked us, the product of two consecutive positive integers is 240. So now according to the problem, product of two consecutive integers. So what are those two consecutive integers? X and x plus 1. So product means multiplication. So x into x plus 1 is equal to, what is the result he has given? 240. So the product of two consecutive integers is 240. So x into x plus 1 is equal to 240. By doing multiplication, x into x square plus x into 1x is equal to 240. So by transposing x square plus x, this 240 becomes minus 240 is equal to 0. Therefore, this is the required quadratic equation. Did you understand? Once again listen carefully. So what is the question has given to us? The product of two consecutive positive integers is 240. Formulate the quadratic equation whose roots are these integers. That means what he asked us? Actually, if those two positive consecutive integers are roots of the given roots of the quadratic equation, then we need to find out the quadratic equation by using those two roots. Okay, so we don't know those two positive integers. So that is why first we have to assume that let the first positive integer is equal to x. If first positive integer is x, then what happens? Automatically the second positive integer becomes x plus 1. Because why? As per the question, those two are the consecutive positive integers. Did you understand? So, according to the problem, as per the problem, the product of those two consecutive integers is 240. That's what we wrote here. X into x plus 1 is equal to 240. So, x into x plus 1, x into x square plus x into 1, x is equal to 240. By transposing 240 from RHS side to LHS, it becomes minus 240. So x square plus x minus 240 is equal to 0. So this is the required quadratic equation. Do you understand? So this is the process of formulating the quadratic equation. So based on this, we can do another problem, another example. Example 2. The area of a rectangular plot is 528 meter square. So the length of the plot is 1 meter more than twice the depth. Formulate the quadratic equation okay, right. So this is the problem which is given. What is the problem? The area of rectangular plot is 528 meters square. The length of the plot is 1 meter more than twice the breadth. Formulate the quadratic equation. So see here, the plot is in which shape? Rectangular shape. Okay. The area of this rectangular plot is how much? 528 meters square. So this is the area of rectangular plot. So as per the question, what is the length of the plot is given here? the rectangular plot has two dimensions. We knew that. What are those two dimensions? Length and breadth. In the problem, which dimension has given? Length is given, but breadth is not given. What is length? Length of the plot is, what is the length? 1 meter more than the twice to the breadth. Okay? Length of the plot is 1 meter more than the twice to breadth. But we don't know the breadth of the rectangular plot. So that is why we have to assume that breadth of the plot is equal to x meter. Then the length of the plot becomes what? 2 into b plus 1. That means 2x plus 1 meter. So this is the length of the rectangular plot. So now we are going to start. So we don't know first breadth. We knew the length of the rectangular plot. So first we are going to assume that let the breadth of the rectangular plot is equal to x meter. So if the breadth of the rectangular plot is x meter, then what happens? Then the length of the rectangular plot is equal to, what happens here? So here breadth is b is equal to x and length of rectangular plot L is equal to 2x plus 1 meter. Okay, so now, and also given area of rectangular plot and given area of rectangular plot A is equal to how much? 528 meters square. 528 meters square. So we need to formulate the quadratic equation. So we know that what is the formula for finding the area of rectangle? So area of rectangle A is equal to LB square units, length into breadth. So here, what is the area of rectangle as given? 528 meter square is equal to, what is the length we got? 2x plus 1. And what is the breadth? X. So some product of these two. Okay. So now 528 is equal to x into 2x, 2x square plus x into 1, x. So that implies to, you can write LHS as RHS and RHS as LHS. Then we get 2x square plus x is equal to 528. So by transposing, it becomes 2x square plus x minus 528 is equal to 0. So this is the required quadratic equation for the given information or given situation. Did you understand? Right. Once again, listen carefully. What is the problem has given? The area of rectangular plot is 528 meters square. The length of the plot is 1 meter more than twice the breadth. Formulate the quadratic equation. So here we don't know the breadth of the rectangular plot, but we knew the length of the rectangular plot. What is that length of the rectangular plot has given? 1 meter more than twice its breadth. So that is given length, but we don't know breadth. So that is why we have to assume that let the breadth of the rectangular plot B is equal to x meter. Then the length becomes what? L is equal to 2x plus 1 meter. Now, and also given area of the rectangular plot is how much? 528 meters square. Now we know that what is the formula for finding the area of a rectangular plot or area of a rectangle? A is equal to L into B. So by substituting the values, we will get 528 is equal to 2x plus 1 into x. Now by doing multiplication, we got 2x into x, 2x square plus 1 into x. So 528 is equal to 2x square plus x. By changing LHS as RHS and RHS LHS, we got 2x square plus x is equal to 528. So by transposing 528 from right hand side to left hand side becomes negative minus 528. So the quadratic equation we got is 2x square plus x minus 528 is equal to 0. So which is the required quadratic equation. Did you understand? So this is another example. Now I will give you one example. You can do yourself. Okay? The problem is example. Rohan's mother is 26 years older than him. The product of their ages three years from now will be 360. Now formulate the quadratic equation. Formulate the quadratic equation for the given information. I will give you 3 minutes or 4 minutes for this. You can formulate that. What is that question has given? Rohan's mother is 26 years older than him. The product of their ages 3 years from now, that means after 3 years. Did you understand? After 3 years will be 360. Formulate the quadratic equation. For that information, for the given situation, you need to formulate a quadratic equation. Do it. Right, completed. Let's see here. Observe the problem exactly. Rohan's mother is 26 years older than him. That means here we knew the age of Rohan's mother, but we don't know the age of Rohan. If we knew the age of Rohan, then we are able to find out easily the age of Rohan's mother. Why? Because if the age of Rohan is 10 years, then her mother's age becomes 10 plus 26. That means 36 years. Did you understand? So we don't know the age of Rohan. So that is why we have to assume that Rohan's age is how much? X years. So let the present age of Rohan is equal to, say, X years. So if the age of Rohan is X years, then the present age of his mother becomes what? X plus 26 years. Did you understand? X plus 26 years. But here what happened? The product of their ages 3 years from now. That means after 3 years, the product of their ages is how much? 360. Did you understand? So first we need to find out the ages of them after 3 years. So after 3 years, the age of Rohan becomes what? After 3 years, the age of Rohan is equal to what? X plus 3 years. And the age of his mother is equal to, what it becomes? X plus 26 plus 3. That is equal to X plus 29 years. So we knew now the age of both of them after 3 years. Now what we need to find out? A quadratic equation form for the given information. So as per the problem, what is given? As per the problem, the product of their ages after 3 years is equal to how much? 360. Therefore, as per the problem, the product of their ages after 3 years is equal to 360. So what are their ages after 3 years? X plus 3 and X plus 29. So multiply X plus 3 and X plus 29 is equal to how much? 360. Now you can do the multiplication. X into X, X square, plus X into 29, 29x, plus 3 into X, 3x, plus 3 into 29. How much? 3 9s are 27, 3 2 are 6, 7 8, 87 is equal to 360. So now simplify. X square plus 29x plus 3x, 32x plus 87. So now we are going to transpose 360 from RHS to LHS. Then it becomes minus 360 is equal to 0. Now you can do the subtraction. X square plus 32x minus here 360 minus 87. What it becomes? 3 273. So this is the required quadratic equation. You understand? So once again listen carefully here. What is the problem as given? Rohan's mother is 26 years older than him. The product of their ages after 3 years is 360. We have to formulate the quadratic equation for the given information. To do that, what we have to do? Actually here we don't know the present age of Rohan, but we knew the present age of his mother. Why? Because if we knew the age of Rohan, then we are able to find out easily the age of his mother. Did you understand? So first, the present age of Rohan is equal to, we don't know, so that we have to say x years. Then the age of, present age of his mother becomes what? X plus 26 years. So after 3 years, the ages become what? The age of Rohan equal to x plus 3 years. And the age of his mother is equal to x plus 26 plus 3. That becomes x plus 29 years. But according to the problem given, the product of their ages after 3 years equal to 360. That means we have to multiply these two, x plus 3 into x plus 29. That is equal to 360. So x into x square, x into 29. So plus 29x plus 3 into x plus 3x plus 3 into plus 29. We got to plus 87 equal to 360. So now here x square plus 29x plus 3x 32x plus 87, when we transpose it becomes minus 360 is equal to 0. So by doing subtraction, we got x square plus 32x minus 273 is equal to 0. So this is the quadratic equation which is required as per the given information. Do you understand? So we will discuss remaining concepts in the next class.